Okay, we're going to be working on solving some measurement problems in this worksheet here. It says use models to solve for number one. And a teacher's desk is 5 feet 4 inches long. How long is his desk in inches? And they have a little number line right there to kind of help you to visualize it. And it's broken down into feet. So if we're the operations we actually need to do to solve this, so is we're taking 5 feet and we're going to convert it into inches, and in order to do that we need to multiply by 12. 5 times 12 is 60, and then we have to add 4 inches to our 60, so that's going to be 64 inches. 64 inches. So the desk is 64 inches long. Okay, problem number 2 says why do you use two operations to solve exercise 1? And I went ahead and typed it in there. It says you have to multiply to convert feet to inches, and then you need to add the other 4 inches. You have to get your total. Problem number 3. Keisha feeds her dog Tiny 8 ounces of dog food each day. How much dog food in pounds does she feed Tiny in 2 days, and how much in 20 days? We have 2 question marks. We have two answers. I'll box in the last one right there, and then box in the first one. So it's how much dog food in pounds does she feed Tiny in 2 days? So if we look at our math chart, there are 16 ounces in a pound. So that's a pretty easy right there to figure out for 2 days, because if 8 ounces times 2 is 16 ounces, so that's basically 1 pound. That's 1 pound of dog food for 2 days. And if we're trying to figure out for 20 days, okay, basically it takes for every 2 days the dog eats 1 pound of dog food. So you figure out how many times does 2 go into 20, it'll go into 10 times. So that's 10 pounds. And that's a pretty easy problem to work on right there. Sometimes what students do, though, 4th graders tend to get the pounds and ounces confused with fluid ounces. So in fluid ounces, there's 8 fluid ounces in a cup. But we're talking about weight on that one right there. Okay, problem number 4. Scroll down a little bit here. Okay, in 4 through 6, solve the problem, use models to help. Okay, and the problem is, use a number line. What fraction of 1 foot is 3 inches? And what fraction of 1 yard is 3 inches? And tell how you know. And we'll just kind of talk through this. Well, actually, you're going to do that one on your own, but I'll give you a hint here. Just remember, ask over total. Okay, anytime you're dealing with fractions, ask over total. What are they asking about, and what's the total amount? Okay, problem number 5. Let's look at that. It says a small sofa has a mass of 30 kilograms. A pillow on the sofa has a mass of 300 grams. How many pillows would it take to equal the mass of the sofa? And got a little guy down here that's saying that 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. And for a different problem, it's saying that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. But let me go ahead and I'm going to cover them up to give me some more workspace there. Okay, so I'm going to read the problem again. A small sofa has a mass of 30 kilograms. A pillow on the sofa has a mass of 30 grams. How many pillows would it take to equal the mass of the sofa? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my 30 kilograms into grams. And 30, the conversion for that is times 1,000. if I'm changing kilograms into grams. So 30 kilograms equals 30,000 grams. 30,000, that's 30,000 grams. And I want to see how many pillows it would take to equal 30,000 grams. Sounds like a division problem to me. And I'm going to see how many times 300 goes into 30,000. And that's a pretty easy problem. You know, we got 3-digit divisor there, but got a lot of zeros there. If you remember when we were doing division, if I eliminate 2 of the zeros in my divisor, that means I can eliminate 2 of the zeros in my dividend, and that makes the problem a little bit easier. 3 goes into 3 once. 3 would go into 0 times, and 3 would go into 0 times. So the answer is 100. 300 goes into 30,000 100 times, so it would take 100 pillows. To equal the mass of the couch. Problem number 6. It says, a rectangular window is 1 meter high and 2 meters wide. What is the perimeter of the window in meters, and what is the perimeter of the window in centimeters? Not too difficult a problem. Problem number 7. Okay. A cardboard box has a mass of 1,800 grams. When 4 books of equal mass are put into the box, the filled box has a mass of 9 kilograms. What is the mass of each book in grams? Okay, and it has a little picture there to help you visualize it. Problem number 8. Okay. Hannah has 3 boxes of rice. One box contains 3 kilograms, the second box contains 150 grams, and the third box contains 50 grams. She wants to divide the rice equally into 5 bags. How much rice should she put in each bag? First step on that one, obviously we want to box our question in. We're trying to figure out how much rice should you put in each bag. There's 5 bags. That sounds important. And then we have 500 grams, 150 grams, and 3 kilograms. And it's all talking about the mass of the rice. And first thing I want to do in order to solve this is I want to find out how much total rice there is. So if I'm trying to find out how much total rice there is, that sounds like an addition problem. And my addition problem is going to be well, first I change my kilograms into grams, and that's a pretty easy conversion. 3 kilograms is 3,000 grams. I'll write that there, 3,000 grams. Okay, then I do 150. And then I have 500. That's pretty easy math right there. Right now, well, put it right there. So 0, that's 5, that's 6. So that's 3,650 grams of rice that they have total in the 3 boxes. And what they want to do is they want to separate it out equally into 5 bags. So if I want to equally distribute that, that's a division problem. And so that's 3,650 divided by 5. And I think we could work that out right here. We'll give it a try. Actually, I'll go over here to the other page. So 3,650. 3,650 divided by 5. Okay, if I, first step is to divide. I know 5 does not go into 3, but 5 does go into 36. And think about it for a while. I think it'll go into it 7 times, because 7 times 5 is 35. Then I subtract. That gives me 1. I bring down my 5. 5 goes into 15 3 times. 3 times 5 is 15. Then I subtract. And I get 0. Okay, I bring down my 0. Bring down my 0. 5 goes into 0, 0 times. And 0 times 5 is 0. So the remainder of 0. So that's 730 grams in each bag. 730 grams in each bag. So that'd be 730 grams. Box that in. Okay, problem number 9. Mrs. Reed collects rocks. Each rock in her collection weighs about 4 ounces. Her collection weighs about 12 pounds in all. How many rocks are in her collection? A, 3 rocks, B, 4 rocks, C, 36 rocks, or D, 48 rocks. Question number 10. Signs are placed at the beginning and at the end of a hiking trail. Signs are also placed every 500 meters along the trail. How many signs are on the trail? And they show right here, and you look at the sign, it says this trail is 3 kilometers long. So keep that in mind. Question number 11. Mia has a piece of string that is 2 meters long. She cuts it into 4 equal pieces. Is one of the pieces of string long enough to tie around the perimeter of a square box with a side length of 16 centimeters, and explain? So what we want to do is box center question. We're trying to figure out, is one piece of the string long enough to tie around the perimeter of a square box with a side length of 16 centimeters. And there's going to be a couple steps to this problem. We could either figure out what the perimeter of the box is first, or we could go ahead and figure out how long each piece of string is. Okay, since our box is our perimeter of our box is going to be in centimeters, let's go ahead and convert our string into centimeters before we try to divide it. And 2 meters would be 200 centimeters, because there's 100 centimeters in a meter. So let's go 200 centimeters. 200 centimeters, and they separate into four pieces. And 4 doesn't go into 2, but 4 will go into 20 5 times. And 5 times 4 is 20. You subtract, you get 0, bring down 0. 4 goes into 0, 0 times. 0 times 4 is 0. So it looks like my string is going to be 50 centimeters long. So I need to make sure that hopefully the box is, we'll figure it out by figuring out the perimeter of the box. Okay, if I want to figure out the perimeter of a box, it's each side's the same length, the square box, since it's square. So that's 16 times 4 to figure out what the perimeter is. So 16 times 4. 4 times 6 is 24. And 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 5, 6. So it's 64 centimeters is the perimeter of the box. But I only have 50 centimeters of string, so no, I do not have enough string. No. So you can see that wasn't too difficult a problem. I had to do a conversion. I'd convert my meters to centimeters, and then divide by 4, and then figure out what the perimeter was. Not too difficult question though. Look at our last question, question number 12. A caterer combines 3 quarts of orange juice, 5 pints of milk, and 5 cups of pineapple juice to make a smoothie. How many cups can the caterer fill? And show your work.